Welcome back, everyone, to day 9, and we are continuing with yet another clanker. That's right, it is the Commando Droid from Star Wars The Clone Wars. These guys were really, really cool in the show, and I was really happy to see that they did a Black Series version of them. There is a particular version of this guy who shows up as well in the Star Wars Outlaws video game, except, well, he has a trench coat, and I understand that people are really, really big fans of that guy. But hey, we're not talking about that today. I don't think I even have a specific trench coat anyway. We are talking about a Commando Droid in the 6-inch scale. I had a couple of these guys back in the day when they did them back in the original Clone Wars toy line. It was a really good toy back in the Clone Wars day, back in the 2010s. And yeah, this one here is very much keeping with that whole general aesthetic. It still has that same fantastic head design here. Like, it's a really good head sculpt. We got a bunch of, like, just weathering battle damage here just on the front. Again, like SM33 the other day, you can see that they put all of that detail on the front, none of it on the back. And, yeah, they know how people are posing these things. They know it's going to be mostly facing forward. So let's take a look at articulation on this guy. Yeah, we got swivel here on the head. We have a swivel here at the very top. In fact, it's a ball joint at the very top. Nice. But yeah, so he can get a decent range of motion here out of just posing his head, being able to look forward, look up, like just the sort of poses you would expect from the Commando Droid. Does this swivel too? It looks like it might. Oh, I think it does. Yes, yes. Yes, it does. The neck actually does have a swivel in it as well at the base of the neck. So it's just it's a full ball joint there. Oh, yeah, it's a full ball joint there because it's got a little bit of a rocker action to it. So, yeah, you can get a good amount of articulation out of this head here in terms of getting them to look in different directions and stuff. Oh, that's good. Or even just, like, tilt it just a little bit to give them some sass or something like that, All right, what else we got? We got ball joints here. Ball joints give him a little bit of butterfly action here, the way that it's assembled. He does have butterfly joints inside his shoulders. And then on top of that, he has this swivel right there. And it can go all the way around like that. So, pretty good. Pretty decent. Yeah. Like, it's a good assembly here. We got a swivel there and then the up down there. But then you can also see that there is a little bit of swivel here inside the joint there too. So that's cool. We have about 90 degrees over here. We have a little bit of swivel over here too. Not much. Not much swivel here, but a tiny, tiny amount. What else? Swivel here. Under the elbow, which kind of makes up for the above the elbow one. So decent amount. Actually, that's a good amount of range there. And over here, we have our hands that can go in and out. And they are also on a swivel as well, too, the wrists. So that's really good wrist articulation, honestly, considering how small this guy is. We've also got swivel over here. A little bit of a ball action to it. And what else? And we have a swivel down here as well, too. These guys in the show were always, like, crazy posable. And he can't really do the splits all that much, but I mean, like, the actual droid design doesn't really allow him to. It's still, I love how thin these joints are. Like, they look really good. He can do the whole gold member thing up there. Let's see, we got about 90 degrees here, just under 90 in the leg over here. Not much of a swivel here. There's a little bit of swiveling, but not a lot. And what else? And we got some toes up and down. And yeah, we got your usual ankle tilts. So yeah, with all that posability, with these ankle tilts and all that stuff, yeah, we should be able to get him in some pretty good actiony poses. Oh, and we have a swivel down here too. We have a swivel here right above the knee. Accessories, he comes with a couple. He has your standard Battle Droid blaster here. It doesn't really store anywhere. No real point to store it, it looks like. Yeah, there's a little hole here, but it's not big enough to hold a blaster, unfortunately, so you can't really dock the blaster on his back. Not really. But yeah, we can always just slap it in his hand, I guess. Slap it in his little droid hand. And I think it's this one that you need to use here. Yeah. He's got hand sculpted. One hand is sculpted for the blaster. He can't really hold it in the other one. And this one is probably sculpted to hold his sword here. So let's put the S word in here. And yeah, so this one has this giant S word. And I mean, yeah, he looks really good. It doesn't really hold as well as I would like for the sword, but hey, he can still pose around and do some decent poses. Look really cool while doing them. Anyway, that is the Commando Droid from Star Wars The Clone Wars. It has always been a really good battle droid design. I really liked it in the cartoon. I really liked the original figure, and this version of the figure is pretty good as well. And if you're a fan of that one more recent Star Wars game, well, you can probably find a 1/12 scale trench coat pretty easily and slap it on this guy and make him look badass as hell. That said, that is day 9 of this advent calendar. Until the next.